Welcome to Genius Psycho, your go-to channel for science-backed tips and tricks. Today, we're diving into a common issue that many of us face: memory problems. Whether it's forgetting where you placed your keys or struggling to remember important dates and events, these small memory lapses can be quite frustrating. But don't fret. If you're one of those people who struggle to remember things, then stay tuned for some practical and scientifically supported brain hacks. First on our list, let's dive into the world of mnemonic devices. Mnemonic devices are like secret keys to your memory. They're clever tricks that help you remember information that might otherwise slip through the cracks of your mind. But how do they work? Well, it's all about creating associations that make the information more memorable. Consider acronyms, for instance. They're a type of mnemonic device where the first letters of a list of words are used to form a new, easier-to-remember word. Ever heard of SCUBA? That's an acronym for self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. It's a whole lot easier to remember SCUBA than the full phrase, isn't it? Or let's think about a catchy song. We've all had that moment where a tune gets stuck in our head, playing on repeat. Now imagine if that song was filled with the information you needed to remember. That's exactly what a mnemonic song does. It turns information into a melody, making it stick in your memory just like a chart-topping hit. For instance, many of us learned the English alphabet through the alphabet song. But mnemonic devices aren't limited to acronyms and songs. They can be as simple as a rhyme or as complex as a story. They can be visual, like an image or a diagram, or they can be kinesthetic, involving movement or touch. The key is to find the mnemonic device that resonates with you. And here's the thing, mnemonic devices aren't just for school kids cramming for exams. They're for anyone who wants to remember anything more effectively. Whether you're a business professional who needs to remember a crucial presentation or a parent trying to remember a long grocery list, mnemonic devices can be your secret weapon for memory. So next time you need to remember something, try turning it into a catchy acronym or a song. You'll be amazed at how much easier it is to recall. Mnemonic devices are like the secret sauce to a sharper memory, and they're ready to give your brain the boost it needs. Moving on, did you know exercise could boost your memory? It may seem surprising, but getting your heart rate up can actually improve your cognitive abilities, including memory. Science has long been studying the correlation between physical activity and brain function. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, delivering oxygen and nutrients that our neurons crave. Along with these immediate effects, regular physical activity also promotes the growth of new brain cells and improves the connectivity between them. Research published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that older adults who engaged in regular physical activity demonstrated better memory performance than those who were less active. But don't worry, this isn't exclusive to older adults. People of all ages can benefit from the memory-boosting effects of exercise. So, what kind of exercise should you be doing? The good news is, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. Any form of exercise that gets your heart pumping can be beneficial. This could be anything from a brisk walk in the park, a vigorous game of tennis, or a calming yoga session. The key is to find something you enjoy so that you're more likely to stick with it. Strength training also has its perks. A study from the Journal of American Geriatric Society found that resistance training, like lifting weights, can significantly improve cognitive function and memory. But remember, it's not just about the type of exercise you do, but also the duration and intensity. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week, and don't forget to mix things up. Variety can keep your workouts interesting and challenge different parts of your brain, so the next time you're struggling to remember something, consider lacing up your trainers and going for a jog, or maybe even hitting the weights. It's not just your body that will thank you, but your brain too. Remember, a healthy body nurtures a healthy mind, so let's get moving and boost that memory. Now, let's talk about the role of sleep in memory enhancement. Sleep is not merely a time for your body to rest and rejuvenate. It also plays a vital role in memory consolidation, a process where your brain makes sense of the day's experiences, filtering and storing valuable information for future recall. When you're asleep, your brain is actively reorganizing and retaining memories, making it easier for you to remember them later on. Think of your brain as a bustling library. During the day, it's constantly taking in new information, akin to new books arriving. But these books are not organized or cataloged, they're just piled up haphazardly, making it hard to find a specific book when you need it. Sleep, then, is like the diligent librarian who works overnight, sorting, cataloging, and shelving these books, so you can easily find them the next day. So, how much sleep do you need for optimal memory function? Research suggests aiming for between 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. And by quality, we mean uninterrupted deep sleep. It's during these deep stages of sleep that the brain does its most effective librarian work. But what if you're a night owl, or your schedule doesn't allow for a full night's sleep? Well, napping can also be beneficial. A brief nap of 20 minutes can aid in short-term alertness and performance, while a 90-minute nap can contribute to creativity and procedural memory, which is the memory used for skills like playing an instrument or riding a bike. In a world that often praises the hustle and grind, sleep is frequently underrated. However, skimping on sleep can lead to memory lapses and decreased cognitive function. So if you're pulling an all-nighter to study or complete a work project, remember this: your brain needs downtime to process and store all that information you're trying to cram into it. So don't skimp on your sleep if you want a sharp memory. Lastly, let's not forget the importance of keeping our brains active and engaged. Just like a muscle, your brain needs regular exercise to stay in top form. And one of the best ways to keep your brain in shape is by regularly challenging it with new tasks and experiences. Let's start with puzzles. They aren't just fun pastimes, they're also great workouts for your brain. Whether it's a crossword, Sudoku, or a complex jigsaw, puzzles push your brain to think in different ways, making connections and solving problems. As you work through a puzzle, you're essentially giving your brain a mini workout, strengthening your memory in the process. But puzzles aren't the only way to exercise your brain. Learning new skills can also give your brain a fantastic workout. Whether you decide to learn a new language, take up a musical instrument, or dive into a new field of study, you're pushing your brain to form new neural pathways, enhancing your ability to remember and recall information. Trying out new hobbies is another excellent way to keep your brain active. Engaging in activities that are new, interesting, and challenging can stimulate your brain and improve your memory. For instance, painting or photography can enhance visual memory, while cooking or gardening can stimulate your sensory memory. Remember, the key is to keep your brain active and engaged. Don't let it fall into a routine. Instead, regularly introduce new challenges to keep it on its toes. And don't worry if you're not an expert right away. The goal isn't to master these tasks, it's to stimulate your brain and enhance your memory. So why not give it a try? Pick up a puzzle, learn a new skill, or start a new hobby. You might be surprised by how much fun you have, and you'll be doing your brain a big favor in the process. Challenge your brain, and you'll be amazed at how your memory improves. So there you have it. Practical, science-backed tips to improve your memory. Let's quickly recap, shall we? We've discussed the power of mnemonic devices, those clever little memory tricks like acronyms and catchy tunes that can turn information into something memorable. We've also delved into the benefits of physical activity, how it not only enhances your physical wellness but also boosts your brain function, giving your memory a much-needed workout. And let's not forget the importance of sleep. That peaceful rest isn't just for your body to recuperate, but also for your brain to process and store information. Strive for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night, and remember, it's not just about quantity, but also about quality. Lastly, we explored the concept of keeping your brain active. Whether it's through puzzles, learning new skills, or trying out a new hobby, these activities can all help improve your memory. After all, an active brain is a sharp brain, so why not give these methods a go? Test them out and see the improvement in your memory. It's all about making small changes that make a big difference. And remember, the journey to a better memory is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about consistent effort and not giving up. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to Genius Psycho for more science-backed tips and tricks. Keep learning, keep growing,